What it is, y'all, it's your boy Jones. And if you want updates to all the Jones for Sports content, I'm going to need y'all to.
Come on, push the button!
Yeah, come on, push your button!
Push the goddamn button!
Push the goddamn button!
You heard what she said.
Push the goddamn button.
Yeah, I hear him. Push the goddamn button. If you a new subscriber, a new person to the show, make sure y'all hit that button for your boy, and let's have some fun. Welcome to another episode of the Jonesin Podcast, brought to you by Jones for Sports. We make sports better. I am your host, Jones, and as always, I'm brought to you with my guy. What? Okay, I guess it's just me today, y'all. It's just me today at work, but it's all right. Shout out to my guys, Nico and E. As always, they will be on the next episode. But first off, how was y'all week 2? How we feeling about our teams? How we feeling about football in general? Fantasy football, the whole nine. Football is back, ladies and gentlemen. Football is back, and I'm excited. So, sorry, I'm trying to get this going. All right, there we go. Football is back. Queen is back. So you know we back when Queen is in the building. She's ready. You know the vibes. You know the vibes. All right. So first, I gotta point out E1. E1 this week, 12. He had 12. I had 10. Nico had 9. So E, you got it. You got week 2 of this year so far, our first one. We'll get our picks in since they're not here, but we'll get our picks. I'll make sure I get it from them, and I'll put it up in the on the Jones for Sports social media platforms so you guys can critique, agree, whatever you guys want to do. We'll have fun with that. But because they're not here today, it's going to be obviously a shorter show, not as much to talk about when you don't have all your guys with you. But let's first get into week 2 recap. I want to get into talking about some of these games first of all. I want to get into some of these good games. We don't need to get into, the things that don't matter. What's a good game we could talk about? I mean, there's some things that happen this week with Joe Burrow being out with turf toe, going to be out a couple months, 3 months. That hurts. That really hurts. Well, it hurt me personally because I have Joe Burrow in one of my fantasy football leagues, and now he's out for 3 months. So that killed me. Didn't have a great backup. So that's going to hurt me. But we'll be out there. But yeah, even more the Bengal fans. Y'all just go through this all the time with Joe Burrow. That's the one guy you need, and he just can't stay consistently healthy, and that just sucks. So I'm starting to feel bad for you guys now. Like, I'm really starting to feel bad for the Bengal fans. That sucks. But you still got an explosive offense. Just hope that the backup quarterback, Browning, I think his last name is, can be more consistent with those highlights that he had from last game instead of the lowlights. He had some lowlights for sure, 3 interceptions, but he also had some highlights to where they ended up winning the game. So you got to give him credit where credit is due. And he just got to keep him afloat. If I'm not mistaken, Bengals have one of the easiest schedules in the league, if I'm not mistaken. So hopefully they can hold out until Joe gets back. But if not, you guys are going to have to fix that offensive line so he doesn't keep having to dodge tackles all the time, because it's getting nasty over there. Who else did I want to talk about? Oh, Steelers Nation. I know y'all feeling upset right now. Actually, just goes out to everybody. It is still only week 2. Y'all. Well, we're going into week 3 now, but it's still only week 3. Teams don't really start figuring out themselves and finding their identity until week 4 or 5. Really, week 4. Like now you starting to see more consistent plays that you want to run, defensive schemes, more tape on other opponents. Like you're gonna get better product in these next coming weeks. Right now, everybody's still figuring it out. So that's first. Everyone's got to relax. Don't take what you're seeing right now too far. You should be excited if your team's winning, and you shouldn't be too low if your team's losing. There's still a lot of time left. 18 weeks. We only going into week 3. So if your team, I know back in the days it used to be you start the season off 0-2, you pretty much dead. Like, but no, they added games. There's more time. There's a lot more time for you to make up that ground. But you got to make up the ground at some point. If you don't, then that's on you. But definitely want to say, relax, y'all. Just chill. Only week 3. Now, next couple weeks, then you start getting worried. Then after week 4, you should start getting worried or really feeling yourself about what you're seeing. Let's get into it. Fuck it. The Cowboys game. Fuck it. Why not? Right? Now, I'm happy we won. A win is a win. I'll always take a win. But I'm always going to critique how we win. I will give credit where credit is due. The Giants looked good. Russell Wilson looked good. Those bombs looked good. But for the Cowboys defense, what the hell are y'all doing? Like, what are y'all doing? Diggs, that island, everyone's on that island now. They having parties, parades, like everybody's on that island with you. So it's not even an island anymore. They done expanded it. You feel me? Like it's bad over there. It's real bad. But that was just disgusting what I saw as far as defense. Y'all really made Russell Wilson look like he was back in Seattle. Like that was nasty to watch. If it wasn't for Brandon Aubrey, shout out to Brandon Aubrey for being the best kicker in the league, and making it look so effortless. Like I knew after those plays that all we needed to do was get to close to the 50-yard line. That I knew we had the best kicker in the league. I think, if I'm not mistaken, he kicked a 68-yarder once before. He would be able to do this, make this 64-yarder, 66. I forgot what it was, but I've seen him do 68 or something like that in the preseason last year. So I wasn't too worried about that if we got in position. I was just worried that we wouldn't get in position. And yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to be hyped about the Cowboys getting a W. We got Chicago coming up. Let's see what we do against Chicago. They're struggling. So that's a team that we should beat. But it's the Cowboys. So we know if that offense can keep scoring points like we have lately, I like our chances of beating Chicago. But we're going to take it one step at a time. We're going to take it one step at a time, Cowboy Nation. We can't get hyped. We can't, start believing in what Jerry says, because we already know Jerry going to lie to us. That's what he do. He knows how to market the Cowboys, and we fall for it all. Well, y'all fall for it all the time. So let's not do that this year. Let's just watch our boys and be honest with ourselves and what we see. And that's it. And that's it. So that's my spill on the Cowboys. Didn't have to go crazy. No Jones for smoke or anything like that. This is what I expect. So I'm not going to get hyped and do all that. No need. Another team I want to talk about and seeing if this is what people are thinking about, because I know they're talking about it on TVs and stuff like that, on the shows, podcasts and stuff. The Chargers. The Chargers look good, y'all. They do. But is this another trick? Because they've gotten us before. They've looked good before. We know what Justin Herbert looks like. We know looks like one of the most talented quarterbacks we've ever seen and all that stuff, all that. But is he going to trick us and come playoff time, not show up again? Like, I don't want to fall for that again. I like the team. The defense looks good. The defense looks great, actually. Offense looks nice. But, again, week 2, going into week 3. After week 4 or 5, I'll start believing, especially with the Chiefs not looking the way they're supposed to be looking, which is a great segue. Chiefs, I'm going to be honest, this is the first time that I'm, like, honestly a little worried about you guys. Now, I'm not going to say, oh, the Chiefs are done, dynasty over, like some people are saying. They're bugging. No, but I think right now, yeah, you guys are in unfamiliar territory. You guys are not used to being 0-2. You guys are not used to not being first in the division. You guys are not used to going through this stuff. 3-game losing streak, if you count last year's Super Bowl. Like, you guys are not used to this. So, but this is when we really find out that the Chiefs still got it. This is when we find out. You got the Giants. That should be a win, but who knows? The reason why I say you shouldn't worry too much as far as the Chiefs, obviously, one, you got Patrick Mahomes, and we see that he can still be a great quarterback. But 2, is that they're not fully healthy right now. And once they do get healthy with all their receiving core, then we will decide if this Chiefs team is not really what they are. Now, defense still looks pretty good. Defense doesn't look that bad. I'm not going to lie. They got some work to do, obviously, but they don't look like horrible. Obviously, no running game. Running game is atrocious. Bad. Pacheco does not look like that angry man anymore, and I think it's because of that injury, breaking your leg. That that'll do something to your mental, and your body as well. So, that's a worry for sure, because if you make the Chiefs one-dimensional, that doesn't help, especially when you don't have your core guys there. So they're gonna have to hold on for dear life for these next couple weeks until Rashid Rice gets back, Worthy is fully healthy, and whoever else they're dealing with. And that offensive line is not helping. They're not helping. They're not holding their end of the bargain and keeping Patrick upright. So that's definitely a concern. But I still believe in them, Andy Reid, the whole nine. Like, there's still more that they have to do in order to make me believe, like, all right, this team might be done for this year. Just for this year. I ain't gonna say like the whole. I ain't gonna go there yet. No, we already seen what the Patriots did. They didn't had they dip and then came back. Like, I ain't gonna go there with this team. Not gonna do it. Another team I want to talk about, the Bucks. I'm really becoming a real fan of Baker. I wasn't a fan before, like a couple years ago, but over the past 3 years, he's been really gaining my respect and showing me that, all right, those other systems really just didn't work for him. But he's found his home, and it works. It works. It's a beautiful place for him, and it works. So I'm happy for him. This Bucks team may be a real contender this year, because it seems like each and every year they find a way to get better and better. So that's all you can ask for if you're a Bucks fan, and just in general as a football fan. So we're seeing the progress. We're seeing the progress with Baker. I like this team. But again, we'll see. I'm gonna save this team for later because we're gonna talk about them soon. Probably right after this, actually. The Colts. Danny Dimes and the Colts. Is this real? Is this pretend? Is this the Saints of last year? Team that had a great start to the season. Everyone thinking, oh, they're going to be a real contender this year. Derek Carr MVP, all that. And then it just fell apart. Is that what we're going to see with this Colts team? Me personally, I don't think we'll see a full collapse, but I think it won't look this good. I'll put it that way. They won't look this good because they look good. Is Danny Dimes going to fall into his old ways? or is this exactly what the doctor ordered for Danny Dimes? And you know he's killing, because I don't even call him that. But boy is dropping dimes. Boy's dropping dimes. So I got to give him his respect. And he's not a Giant fan, so I'm rooting for him. Yeah, so the Colts, I'm not 100% sure whether I believe it or not, but I want to believe it. So just keep doing your thing, and y'all make me a believer for sure. Broncos, we got to see what's going on with your boy. We got to see what's going on. Defense still solid, but we got to see what's going on with that boy. Bears, we know it's still a project. They're going to have to figure that out. Lions bounce back. I like that. Ravens put an ass whipping on the Browns, as they should. And the 49ers got a dub. 2-0. 2-0. Dolphins is over. I don't think y'all going to bounce back this year. Y'all start figuring it out. Jets, that was an ugly one. But I'm going to give y'all the benefit of the doubt because of what I saw in week 1. So I'm going to give y'all the benefit of the doubt. I'll wait till week 4 to really make a judgment on that. Yeah. That's what I got. That's what I got on that. Now, for my favorite part of the show, Jones and for Smoke. Now, my first one, I wish my partner Nico was here, because this one is for the Eagles. Let me take my sip real quick when I do this. Eagle Nation. Y'all still think Jalen Hurts is a top 5 quarterback? Huh? Wait, hold on. I forgot. I didn't even have it ready for you guys. I apologize. Because your boy ain't looking too good right now. Y'all 2-0. Obviously, we take y'all take that for sure. And I'm not knocking that. But I'm just strictly talking about top 5 quarterback. That's all. Can we just talk about that? Because for the year, yards-wise, passing yards, we've 2 weeks. That's it. We only on 2 weeks. But your man has 253 total passing yards. Okay. Touchdowns. Week 1, 0. Week 2, 0. So for the season, 0. No interceptions. I love it. Well, how can you throw interceptions when you don't throw the ball? Okay. Passing rating. Week 1, 78. Is that good? Week 2, 94. Okay. Not bad. For the season, 88. Top 5 quarterback? See, this is what y'all Eagle fans do. Y'all give him top 5 because of wins. And of course, I get that. Wins do matter. We can't take wins away from nobody. That does matter. But it is not the only thing that matters. And that's what a lot of you guys base your argument off of. He wins. Yes, he wins. Great. But he wins with the help of the team. The team helps him a lot. And he helps them, but not traditionally like a quarterback would do. That's all I'm saying. My guy Jody's in the building. What up? Appreciate you, my guy. You know we represent. Appreciate you, Jody. Yeah, like we'll see what's going on at the end of the season. I know they're gonna have to improve this because this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. Because then you guys are just one-dimensional. And this don't look like the same Eagles team of last year where Saquon is going buck wild for 200 yards a goddamn game. This ain't that right now. At least right now. It's only week 2. We going into week 3. But right now, as we speak, that Saquon don't look like the same Saquon. That offense don't look like the same offense. And that defense, for damn sure, don't look like that same defense. So, I'm not saying y'all ain't going to be in the playoffs. Y'all not. But just right now, as we speak, Jalen Hurts, not top 5. Not top 5. That's it. All right, now I got one more smoke. One more, and I'm going to keep this brief because you know how people are. But I will say this too. To those that I may offend when I say this, I don't care. Because y'all don't care about how y'all feel when y'all say what y'all say. But I'm not in any way trying to offend anybody, but I will stand up for what I believe in as well. And I don't care who I lose in the process, because I will stand up for what is right. That being said, to the NFL teams that showed their, did a tribute for, I won't even say his name, but you guys know who. Cool. You want to respect that guy? Cool. Why? I don't know, but that's your choice. Y'all team, y'all do what y'all want. But have that same energy for other powerful influencers when they pass. Y'all don't show that, especially when it's one of us. That doesn't happen. So I had a problem with that. I for sure had a problem with that. Because when there's a black guy or black woman that is doing something very positive in the world and they pass, there's no flag being half drawn or whatever the hell they call it at half staff. There's no remembrance at games. There's none of that. Unless it's a very, very, very well-known, prominent figure. It's the only time that happens. But if it's just someone and a social media influencer, they're not wasting their time with that. But in this instant, they felt the connection with him. Cool. I don't have a problem with that. But just have the same energy for us. Because if not, what do you think that looks like? Yeah. We don't have to say it, but we know what we're talking about. So I definitely had a problem with that, and I definitely was going to speak on it, and I spoke on it. So anybody that has a problem with that, I'm sorry. Not really, though. That's something you got to deal with. That's on you. Now that I got that off my chest, we can move on into the last part of this show, which is this week's 3 picks. Let's get into this week's picks, baby. You feel me, Jody? You feel me, Jody? We got to talk about it, bruh. I'm not the one to shy away from it. And I don't care about what any people say. And guess what? I am going to post it. For damn sure. For damn sure. I don't play games. All right. So, like I said, I'm going to make my picks. Nico and E are not here, but I will get their picks. And I will post it on the social media platforms. So, you guys do the same in the comments. Put your picks who you got this week, and let's have fun. Starting off tonight, 8:15, the Miami Dolphins versus the Buffalo Bills. I am going with the Bills, obviously, because Miami ain't shit. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's going to be a blowout. Honestly, but then again, it's a division rival. That does happen where they are kind of close when it's a division rival. So I'll give them some respect there. But other than that, I think the Bills are going to slap them. All right, now next game, another one, a good one. Rams Eagles NFC. I think it was it wasn't the NFC Championship. I think it was the second round of that NFC playoffs. Great game. This Rams team gave them the biggest scare out of everybody in that playoff. So, and based off of what I said about the Eagles earlier, I'm going with the Rams. I'm just going with the Rams, guys. I think they could do it. If there's a team that can do it, they got the defense, they got the running back, they got the quarterback, they got the receivers. This team could do it. The Eagles don't look like themselves. They don't look like that Super Bowl team. Yes, they're winning. They're finding a way. And you got to give credit where credit's due. And I do. I give them credit. But if there's a team that can get them, I think it's the Rams. I think this is the week that they go down. I think it's in Philly. Yes, it is in Philly, but I'm not worried about that. I think the Rams can get them. Next, Packers, Browns. Obviously, Packers. Obviously, the Packers on that one. Bengals, Vikings. Ooh, that's two backup quarterbacks coming in this game. Carson Wentz and then Browning. I'm going with the Bengals. I think Browning can get it done. Even though he's looked bad, he's also looked good. Carson Wentz, I'm not sure what he can bring, if he can still do his things. I don't know. That's a tricky one. That's a toss-up. Texans, Jaguars. My boy Stroud not looking himself. I'm going with the Jags on this one. Jags have looked all right. They've been putting up points. They've been looking all right. The Texans, defense looks a little stronger, but offense don't look too good. They don't look that good. Colts, Titans. Give me dimes, baby. Give me dimes. Danny Dimes. Raiders, Commanders. Go Commanders. Even though I think the Raiders could have a bounce back game if Geno doesn't look fucking horrific. He was disgusting. Oh, man. Okay, so I skipped. I don't know how that. Actually, no. I'm good over there. Good. Perfect. Falcons, Panthers. Division game. Panthers look bad. I'm going with the Falcons. Penix Jr. That boy Bijan going crazy. Steelers, Patriots. Good one. I like this one. That's perfect. Give me the Steelers. I think they bounce back. Even though the Patriots, I like them this year. Give me the Steelers on this one. Give me the Steelers. I said Browns already. Jets, Buccaneers. Give me the Bucks. Even though I think the Jets could bounce back in this game. I do think the Bucks can bounce. Jets could bounce back, but I think the Bucks overall win. Now we get into what's up, Kia. Oh, you got the Bills over there. Steelers. We already know you going with the Steelers. Shout out Kia. Make sure y'all go subscribe. Show love to my girl Kia out here. She got all the bets for y'all. Make some money. Cash out. You heard? Cash out. You dig? Yazerski. Browns. Okay. Okay. You got the Rams. Okay. And the Bills. Bet. I like it. I like it. All right. What I said. Broncos Chargers. Another good one. Division game. Ooh, they got a lot of good division games this week. Bo Nix don't look like Bo Nix right now. I'm worried about that, but that defense is still solid, even though last week they didn't look that good. And the Chargers is looking like that team right now. This is in LA. Can the Broncos defense slow that team down? You going Chargers, Jody? I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I'm with you, bro. I'm gonna go. I'm sorry, E. I'm going with the Chargers on this one. I'm sorry. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the Broncos won, though. I definitely wouldn't. I definitely wouldn't. That over in that Chargers game. Yeah, it's gonna be something. Over in that Chargers game, you heard? Take the over, y'all. You heard it first from Kia. You heard it first. Go check her out, y'all. Make sure all of y'all go check her out. Hit that subscribe button. Like, comment, share, the whole vibe. Go check her out on Instagram as well. Go check her out on TikTok. Just like that. Just how it said right there. Go check her out. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Like, comment, the whole vibe. We're running it up. Bears over Cowboys. I ain't mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. But we ain't there yet, brother. So slow down, Jody. Slow down, my brother. Saints, Seahawks. Saints, Seahawks. Give me this Seahawks. The Saints just ain't it. They just ain't it, dog. They need a whole new rebuild over there. Cowboys, Bears. Now we can talk about it. You obviously got the Bears. I'm going with my boys. I think we can get this one. High-powered offense. That defense obviously scares me, but that offense of the Bears haven't looked that great either. So if we can slow them down, keep them at bay, and our offense just keep clicking, I think we can pull out a W in that one. And it's in Chicago, so we'll see. It's in Chicago, but I'm confident that we can win that one. We should win that one. Cardinals, 49ers. I'm going. That's a good one. Because both of them, I think, are undefeated, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. And this is a division game. You got the Seahawks in that one for sure. Cards. Okay. Damn. I don't know. That 49ers defense could make it hard on them. You got my boys, Kia? Yeah. I got Pittsburgh. I made sure I got them. Yep, for sure. I got them. Yes, sir. Damn. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going with the Niners. Even though I don't like the Niners, I hate the Niners. They're one of the teams that I rival my boys. But they don't got Brock Purdy. They got Mac Jones in there. He did well last game. It's really because of the defense. I think that defense can rattle the Cardinals. I think they can rattle the Cardinals. Next, Chiefs, Giants. Give me the Chiefs. They bounce back, get back on the winning column. But I do think that the Giants may give them a scare. Don't hate. Don't hate, Jody. Jody always hating. Always hating, Jody. Stop hating, bro. Chiefs, Yazerski. Yeah, I'm going with the Chiefs on that one. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a close game, though. Worthy's supposed to come back, so that helps. But he's not going to be, fully himself. So that's going to be something. That's the Sunday night game, which is nasty. And then the Monday night game, Lions versus Ravens. Good game. Give me the Ravens. And That's 16, baby. I think I'm gonna go 16-0 this week. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get this one, y'all. I think I got this one on y'all. I think I got them 16-0 on this one, y'all. Watch. I should put some bets in. Make some money. Take that over, like Gia said. You heard? But other than that, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you guys for pulling up and showing your boys some love. I hope each and every one of you guys, yeah, come on, man, Lamar. I hope each and every one of you guys have a great weekend. Enjoy the games. I hope y'all win in fantasy, unless it's against me. I hope y'all team wins, unless it's against the Cowboys, unless it's against all those picks that I made. Yeah, so other than that, I just really hope y'all have a good weekend, though. Enjoy. Football is back, baby. We Jones for sports, baby. You dig? So, yeah, that's it. Appreciate y'all. It's your boy Jones. I'm out. Oh, we got one. Hold up. No hate. You know better than that. You know it's always love, my guy. You know. Appreciate y'all. Peace.
What it is, y'all, it's your boy Jones. And if you want updates to all the Jones for Sports content, I'm going to need y'all to.
Come on, push the button.
Yeah, come on, push your button.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button.
You heard what she said.
Push the goddamn button.